the Honda ST1100 done. If you've seen it, you've seen everything I've done to it. Really come out good. Fixed those things down there that were chewed out where they had pegs on it at one time. The air scoop I put in, I had to take the hose back off because with the shield and everything that goes on there, it wouldn't fit. And it don't need it anyway, so I'm going to end up taking my scoop back out. I left the scoop part, but I pulled the hose out of there, fixed that one. This bag looks a little dull right there. It had some really bad scratches, but I took most of them out, rubbed them out and everything, cleaned everything. It was a lot of work and a lot of swearing, so I'm going to get on it, take a ride. Just take a ride out around here. I still have to do my kickstand. I'm going to make it so I'm going to add an extra extension. It has a little part on it, but I'm going to put a longer one on for me. And got to choke this. Sounds good. It may smoke once it heats up because I painted the exhaust and I had done so much around there, and I still got little things to touch up, but it's looking pretty good. Balanced the wheels, cleaned everything, all the brakes are redone, new pads. Wow, is it hot in this helmet? Boy, the bags inside stunk. So I got some Febreze sprayed on it on a cloth, wiped it all inside, and then I put a couple car things you put for in your car for scent. Put one in each one. It's smelling a little better. But the back bag ain't bad at all now, but the saddle bags, man, they stink. Stinking little bees. Yeah, you can see a little bit of smoke here from it. Just, you know, from cleaner and stuff. That always happens after I detail them. That is one tall bike. Hope I got my camera set right. So other than bringing it home, this is the first ride. Boy, is this thing tall, man. I got my other boots, I forgot them. There we go. It takes me a little while to get used to where the foot pegs are at. And the gear shifter, it's little. You don't tap it very much. Just a little bit. It's like a short stroke. Should have tried my new boots. I got thick-heeled boots that I want to try on this, so I'll be taller. Oh, is this thing smooth? Nice to have it done. Boy, the brake, it's way under there too. It's wild. It's like way under there, tiny. You know, you got to put your feet in towards the motor a lot more than a regular bike. I want to loosen the handlebars, and I think I can tilt them back towards me just a little bit. it helped me. He has the risers, and then he has the part that brings it back closer. That way you don't have to lean way over, and it's comfortable right here. It's just if those handlebars are just a little bit back further, I think it would help. Now I would call this a dependable bike. You know, I can take it out and I'm not worried because I've went over everything. You know, I've repaired so much stuff, and just especially the brakes. Everything seems good. Just gonna take it easy and I'll tell you one thing, if you're 5'3" like me, I wouldn't buy it. When I got on it down there, I almost passed it up, and I thought, well, you know, I'll work with it and this and that. The price was right. But it is tall, and you know, you get a lot of places you're not perfectly flat, you're tiptoes, and I'm gonna get onto it. Go to the back road. I consider the day I rode it home, that was just like getting it home. Not really thinking too much about it, but now, you know, that I know all the parts and where everything's at, I can kind of settle down and think that the seat's still slippery as hell, and I scrubbed it. I'm going to have to scrub it again. Man, I slide all over. If I want to like slide over just a little bit to reach down, you know, I always try to lean it towards the kickstand, so if it would go, the kickstand would hold it. Of course, at your stoplight, you don't have the kickstand down. But I'm starting to get my feet back under there. You actually got to turn your toe in a little bit to the bike to get the levers. It'd be nice if they would have had that extended out a little bit, the brake, so it's right even with the pedal. But it's kind of, well, it's kind of back under a little bit. That's the only drawback for me, is it's so tall. But, oh, it's sure nice riding. That's just idling. Another thing is I want to kind of watch the temperature, because the way he had that all plugged up, that thing I showed in a previous video, how that one hole was plugged that goes to the return bottle, expansion bottle, that thing had to be getting hot. I think it rained some last night. I know yesterday it rained a lot. And then this morning we just had little sprinkles, and I looked and it showed showers coming, and it said chance of rain. But I wasn't rushing the bike. I got it done though, and I thought, well, it's sunny right now, and I ought to take it out and see how it does. At least get a ride out of it after all that. When I bought the Suzuki Boulevard, that has forward controls, and I was like uncomfortable at first, you know, putting my feet straight out towards the front of the wheel, and I thought, man, I don't like this at first, you know. But then once I got onto it, it's like, oh, this is great, you know, you can really relax because you get used to it. But I could flat foot it. But this one, one tiptoe, I'd have to get off to put them both down, so cop can't say anything to me. Just tell him, hey, there's no way I can do it. I'm a little jumpy around with it, flighty. Getting onto the clutch. I want to see if that turn signal goes off itself. I don't think it will. I'll let it on for a while. Getting used to the mirrors too. They're kind of down there on the fairing, and the left one's set perfect. The right one I can't see a little bit. I gotta adjust it. No, turn signal's not self-canceling. Push a button in the middle just like the Suzuki. This thing really has small hand grips. You know, it's like, wow, they're so skinny. I got a full tank of gas, so hell, I could go 300 miles. But that's one thing. I got to get that seat and get that. Man, I got to get something to get off. That was like that when I bought it, and I'm like, I don't know what to. I don't know. Maybe Lois will know what to use on it to get that off. You know, I remember I cleaned it, and I haven't done nothing since because. But I did scrub it when I was cleaning the bike, and I took it off and I scrubbed it with just car soap. But that ain't taking that. It took some of it off. But when I put water on it to first wash it, it just looked like a grease on it. You know, it was like strange. It wasn't like the water was beading up. It was just like as if somebody put a grease on it. Oh, going 65, man, it don't even feel like it. It's like I'm going like 40, 45, you know, it's just so smooth. Oh, it got some pickup. I don't want to go too fast. Not, you know, I mean, I could do it, but heck, I don't want to end up getting a ticket. Well, I'm thinking about making a cover for up here. There's no cover because when you extend these bars back and up, it's you know, you can't put the cover on there. So I was thinking about making one, you know, designing one myself and putting on. But the bike sure feels nice. Down here I'll turn around and go back the way I came and make that same loop. I'm going out the old road and back to new. So I'll just turn around and go the other way. Don't see anybody coming. Getting a little bit onto it. Hitting the throttle. Perfectly still, if you want to turn the steering wheel like back air, you know, you kind of want to turn it because that's the way you're going to go. It's hard to turn it. It's like I don't know, maybe there's extra rake on this or something. That's what it feels like. It's like when I had it up and I turned the steering, it's perfectly free. But when you got the weight of the bike on it, maybe the tire, I checked the tires back when I had the wheels off. I need to check them again, make sure they got the right pressure in. Because it's like, when it's setting still, you turn the steering, it's like it don't want to turn good. It's hard to turn. So it's got 5 gears. I'm in 5th. 3,500 RPM, and I'm going about almost 70. Boy, I tell you what, you could easily get a ticket with this bike because, man, it don't feel like you're going that fast. That's one thing I got to get used to. I just like cruising, but man, I'll tell you what, you're zipping along, and it's got a big windshield. It's a stock windshield. Man, I'll tell you what, you don't feel like you're going that fast. I gotta turn this on at night and set that headlight. I was turning that knob and looking at it and stuff. Got it off to where it should be. That's nice where you can dial it right in your headlight. You don't have to get out and adjust it. You can just dial it up and down right there. So that'll be the first thing. Get that stinking, I'll get the tires checked, you know, with the air. Then I'll scrub that seat, fix that kickstand. Now there, I didn't have too much trouble putting the kickstand up when I left. But when that seat was so slippy before, I had a hard time, you know, reaching forward and getting it. It felt like the bike was going to fall over. I'll turn down here. Yeah, now I'm getting on to the brakes and where are the gear shifters at? And it, like I said, the gear shifter is just a short little stroke compared to other bikes. Like my Harley, man, you got to really lift it and stuff. This one, you know, push down. This one, man. This is a sport touring bike for sure. Been riding a little bit and the temperature isn't that high, and it's close to 80 today. It's humid. Then I get home, I want to check this helmet. I know it'd probably fit in that trunk back there. I want to make sure it does. I think it's big enough for a helmet, full-faced. Because, man, I tell you, go someplace, I like to lock it back there and not be, you know, what do you call it? There's a nice bike over there. I don't want to be carrying a helmet everywhere I go. Hope my camera's all right. I think I got it clear back where it's supposed to be. So it's a 1993. I got it. It had been let go. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, I paid. He wanted $2,000, then he come down to $1,800. So it was it was worth $1,800. It depends on, you know, if it's worth it to you. Somebody else might say, no way I'd pay that for that. You know, I mean, I did a lot of work and stuff, but another thing is you get to know the bike. And they're all a little different. But I mostly wanted to get it out and get it heated up and get all the stuff, you know, smell off of it. Yeah, the temperature gauge, if you can see it down there, it ain't very high. So that helped that problem. Then down on the radiator where I drain the fluid, I seen the paint bubbled up. So I took my thumbnail and I went across it. The paint come right off here. There was that calcium in there that pushed under the paint because, you know, it was leaking out everywhere it could. You know, it's, man, it had to have some pressure on that thing. You know, it's a wonder something didn't blow. My God. think I'm going to enjoy this. Next time I go, I'll put them boots. I went to Walmart, found a pair of boots with higher heels, you know, thick heels. I bought them. Then Lois wanted a pair of boot shoes, and my son told her it's like a Dick's, but it's not Dick's. I think it starts with a B, Boland's or something. He told her to go there. She wanted good walking shoes. So she's in there looking around. I go over and I'm looking like towards, I was heading towards the guns and stuff. I just like to look at them. Here, I see the pair of boots they had. Man, they had a thick heel on them. I said, all right. So I got them. Here's the first boot I bought, and it has a pretty nice heel on it. Then the second one I picked up are these. The heel's like a light color, but it's a heavier boot, and it has to be higher. So if you can see it, that one and this one, let me turn it around this way. Oh yeah, that's going to make me a little higher, but I can't flat foot it, so up here would be the important part at the toe. Let me move them around again. These are called Wolverines. Well, the way the boot's setting, the toes up on this one, put it down, yeah, it's higher. I know when I put these two, I put them both on and stood next to Lois, like nose to nose, and I was higher. So I'll have to ride and try that boot. They were a lot more money than I used to pay, and the wife said, oh, go ahead and get them. You'll want them for that bike. So I bought them. We come home and I told her, I said, you know, you should pay for them boots. And she said, why? I said, because you talked me into it. You ought to at least pay half. She wouldn't. She said, no way. She said, you bought them. You didn't have to. It was funny. So I said, yeah, I paid for them. She is funny. Oh my God. There's a new house there right on top of this hill. Man, it's going to be kind of windy. That is a big, beautiful home. I'm just watching to see if they make it brick, or, you know, they ought to make it brick if they have the money instead of vinyl siding. I hate vinyl siding. I don't know. There's the neighbor coming home from work. The guy lives right here in the yellow house. There's a man and his son lives there. He's a plumber. Oh, I tell you, it's nice. Oh, is it nice to have a bike? Go out and ride and not worry about it. Now I'll look it all over this one. See where it's going on. Now, can I find that kickstand? Nope. Where the hell is it? It's right behind this peg. There, I got it. Stuck. I left go and it spring loaded, you son of a gun. There it is. By God, I got it. I know you had to get your heel. It goes back right against this pipe here. So you got to get your foot behind this and get your heel right here to push it down. That's pretty bad. You go out to ride, you're going to have a fellow with you to get off his bike and put your kickstand down. Kind of like when I first flew my plane. Me and Dave would go, my buddy, And he would have to land first so he could talk me down. But that seat, wow, that's slippery. My God, it's still slippery. Man. And it looks dry and everything, but it's just a damn, you slide all over the place with that thing. So that's it. It's back on the road. Thank goodness. I don't see anything leaking or steaming or nothing like that. The temperature looked good. Battery's good. It's running great. And like I said, the paint, I really worked on it. I clay barred that, everything. The bags, oh my. Stuff I cleaned on that thing. It looks good. And let me see. 57,062 miles. Looks like the kickstand's digging in. Well, I'm going to get it put away before it rains. But by golly, she runs good. I like it. So as I always say, hold on tight to my hand there. I'll get the microphone. So, have a good day.